Hey y'all, welcome to Lions Den Tarot. My name is Camille and I will be doing the daily tarot for all signs, and that is every sign in the zodiac. Okay, and like I said before, timing is fluid, so we're just going to do readings. We're not going to call it a day. We're just going to do a reading. And whenever this reaches you, whatever resonates, take it. Okay, take it and use it. And I pray that my words can help you to grow, help you to see the possibilities that you can achieve. Okay, because they definitely help me as well. We start with the Work Your Light Oracle deck. Thank you, Spirit Guides, Angels, Ancestors. What do we need to hear? What do we all need to hear? So the Work Your Light Oracle deck says, deep replenishment, retreat, rest, be held. Deep replenishment. All right, then we got the Angel Answers Oracle deck up next. What do the angels have to say to us? Thank you, Spirit Guides, Angels, Ancestors, and Moon Ra said soon. Well, we got a jumper. It just flew right out. And the angels are saying, remain positive. Remain positive. I know that is definitely for me. Remain positive. All right, then we got the angel activations. Thank you, Spirit Guides. What else do we need to hear? I needed to hear that. What else do we need to hear? Thank you, thank you, thank you, Spirit Guides. Thank you, thank you, thank you. What else do you want us to hear? What angel wants to step through? I'm going to shuffle one more time. What angel wants to step through? All right, so the angel that's stepping through is Azrael. Healing will come from this. Healing will come from this. Then we've got the Ancestor Spirit Oracle deck. Thank you, Spirit Guides. What? Upskill. It just flew out. Didn't even get to shuffle. Upskill. Work, career, crossroads. That is exactly where I am right now, at a huge crossroad. This is the Work Your Light. Green Man's Wisdom, Spirit of Nature Oracle deck. Thank you, Spirit Guides. What else do we need to hear? What else? What else do we need to hear, Spirit? All right, Green Man's Wisdom. Willow. Willow. All right, and then we're going to the Affirmators Tarot deck. Thank you, Spirit Guides, Angels, Ancestors. What else do you want us to hear? What else do we need to hear? That was the Three of Swords. It flipped, but it flipped right back because I believe Spirit wants me to remain positive. They do not want me to dwell on the past, and they want me to refrain from tears. It's time to just be positive and let it flow. Because I even said that in my podcast 2 weeks ago. All worrying will do is stop the blessings from flowing to you. Okay? All right, Spirit Guides. What else do we need to hear? Okay, the tarot. First card out. 5 of Wands. You're fighting. You're frustrated. You're flustered. Yeah, I can see it. I'm with you. Then we've got the Moon. Things are hidden, but you must see that are hidden for you to seek and to find, because the Knight of Pentacles. Hard work will pay off for you. All right? The hard work will pay off. Always believe. Then we've got the Wisdom Oracle deck. Our final note. What else do we need to hear, Spirit Guides, Angels? What else do we need to hear to close out this message of positivity? Well, we got 3 jumpers today, you guys, because this one jumped out too. And it is the Fates. The Fates. All right. I don't know what's going on with these. These it don't matter if it's upside down or not. These are oracle cards. All right. Deep replenishment. Do believe that is an action card. 64. The most selfless thing you can do is fill up your own inner well. When we are running around half filled, we subconsciously look to things and people around us to give us nourishment and nurturing that we so deeply crave. Nothing can grow in barren lands. You are no good to anyone if you're running on empty. The feminine is bountiful, fertile, and rich. Fertile and rich. Tend to your own well and watch as the amount you have to give multiplies. If your inner well isn't full, you will find yourself craving things from the outside world to fill it. This is our body's instinctive way of reaching for the grounding and nurturing that we are not allowing ourselves. What nourishes you? What refuels your body? What is nectar for your soul? What brings you back to life? What is your secret medicine? What makes you feel abundant and fertile, overspilling with life? It may be gardening, arranging flowers, getting a massage, using luxurious essential oils, snuggling up on the couch, hiking, sipping a good cup of coffee at your favorite cafe, attending a women's circle, reading about sacred sites, spontaneous bike rides, walking along the beach, or yin yoga. What nourishes you is your medicine. When you give yourself the medicine that you need to be nourished, you nourish all those around you, for there is more than enough to go around. All right, and then we've got remain positive. The angels are asking you to keep an optimistic attitude. There is a very positive momentum beginning to build toward the creation of your desires. You're speeding your dreams along by maintaining a cheerful and confident demeanor. It may seem as though your plans are taking a long time to manifest, but very soon you will see a change. Don't allow yourself to lose hope when your dreams are so close to coming true. And then we've got upskill. The philosophy, sciences, and technologies of the ancient Greek civilization had a significant impact on many other cultures. Education was highly valued and focused on the arts of peace and war. Wealthy Greek children studied art, literature, science, math, and politics. Usually, the boys were taught at home until they were 6 years old. After this, they went to a school where they furthered their studies, learning poetry, debate, and how to play a musical instrument. When the boys were 18, they attended military school for 2 years. Boys from poor families were not sent to school. They were trained in a trade or craft on the job, but will also learn the basics of reading, writing, and arithmetic. Most Greek girls did not attend school unless they were from a wealthy family. If a mother could read and write, she might teach her daughter to read, write, do simple math, and keep accounts alongside domestic duties so she could better manage a household. In the Greek state of Sparta, the primary purpose of education was to produce and maintain a powerful army. Spartan military school was challenging. Everything in the Spartan educational system was about war and battle. Spartan girls also attended military school. Their school was not as brutal as the boys, but they were all taught how to handle a weapon and kill. They could also wrestle and fist fight. The ancestors speak. You are stuck at a crossroads, and more information or education is the way forward. Upskilling or studying may be the solution to a career or finance issue. It is time for change. Empowering yourself with new skills and knowledge will help you to direct that change. You are ready to make a positive shift, but may have been underestimating your ability to study or master something new. You do not necessarily need to do formal study at a college or university. Doing a short course, attending a seminar, or completing a weekend workshop might be a good place to start. The divinatory meaning. Be courageous and disciplined like the ancient Greek warriors. Do not settle for a job or career that does not suit you well. Ask yourself how you could stimulate your career progress and increase your opportunities. I apologize, y'all. Be honest with yourself about what you can improve and take steps towards achieving what you want in your career. Now is the perfect time for you to go forward and make these changes. I know they're talking to me. Willow. $45. The green man's wisdom is clear here. From harmony comes inspiration. Everyone needs harmony in their lives, for without it, we become fragmented, pulled apart by the conflicting tides of daily living. Harmony directs us towards flow, which in turn produces a sense of greater vitality and a deeper sense of connection with the rest of the world. From this comes inspiration. The message of Willow and the Green Man is clear. From harmony comes inspiration. The Island of Druids and Bards, a source of human fulfillment. The search for inspiration is an age-old one and belongs not only to those with an artistic bent, but to everyone who desires to inspire their lives in a more positive way. So, whether you are seeking inspiration for a piece of crafted work, a new and more harmonious direction in your life, or a more inspired approach to your business, this card reminds you that these things are always available to you and that to access them is to widen your horizons and to be transformed. All right. And then we've got Azrael. Healing will come from this. This is a time of change and transition. You may feel your current situation is out of your control, but Azrael's angelic energy is here to bring you hope and strength. Healing is happening. Trust in yourself and in your prayers, for the worst is almost over and you will have good experiences once more. Thank you, Azrael, for guiding me to healing within this time of change. Whoa. This is deep. I apologize for crying, y'all, but it's just talking to me. And I was sitting here. I just made a video and I was like, I got to do a reading. And then I did not expect this. But hey, everything happens for a reason. Page 36. Some more information from Azrael. Azrael's name means he who helps God. He is the archangel who guides us through the process of transition. His energy is like that of the phoenix, and he helps us rise from the ashes of our challenges, reborn and renewed. Azrael can help lead the souls of the departed to heaven, and for that reason is known to have a powerful connection with anyone who has the gift of mediumship. He can be called upon by anyone who needs support with moving gracefully through times of change. It can be very easy to lose hope when times are challenging, but Azrael is encouraging you to stay focused and strong. When you feel overwhelmed by your current situation, it's because you are trying to carry too much on your own. Know that there are angels all around you rooting for you and encouraging you to know that you have everything that you need to reach a state of healing and wholeness. I don't know if I should cut it or keep going. 5 of Wands. I'm going to keep going. We're going to keep going. We're going to get this out. 5 of Wands, which is fire energy. Leo, Sagittarius, and Aries. Ooh. It seems you're embroiled in some sort of mental tug of war where conflict, competition, and pointless bickering may be pulling you to pieces. Regardless of who started it, and it was obviously definitely everyone else, you can do your part to end it by opening your earballs and listening without judgment, then doing your best to move gracefully past this moment. In other words, drop the rope and everyone's a winner. Here's the affirmation. It's all right if I'm not right. I'd rather move on without a fight, if only just to spite. And then we got the moon, which is the major arcana, number 18. The moon glows because it's reflecting the light of the sun. In that way, it's a symbol of our shadow side and less illuminated unconscious. The celestial messenger often means something in your life isn't quite what it seems, and it's your job to put it under the microscope of truth. The moon is warning against the projection of illusions, both good and bad. Things might not be as good as they seem, but they might not be as bad either. Tap into your intuition and let yourself move through any confusion as gently as possible. Eventually, the sun will rise, awareness will dawn, and you can look back with fondness on the journey you took through the murky depths of your anxiety-ridden underbelly. Here's the affirmation. I take a deep breath and ground myself in the present. Daydreams are fun, but they're not authentic reality. And that means they're not invited to this mental barbecue. And then we've got the Knight of Pentacles, which is Earth energy, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Hi ho, hi ho. This guy is all about work, and boy, is he good at it. He takes his job seriously. You can rely on him to accomplish pretty much anything except sleeping in. His appearance might be telling you to focus hard on your responsibilities and handle whatever you need to handle on your own personal chore wheel. As with all court cards, he might also be representing an actual person in your life. If that's the case, know that this is a trustworthy, dependable soul who quite possibly has a touch of OCD. Maybe you can let the not annoying parts inspire you. Here's the affirmation. I recognize the importance of a mature work ethic, and I maturely accept all of my duties. And then we've got the fates. And then we're going to talk about this reading, because I know it is speaking to me, buddy. Page 17, 62. The oracle message. Fate, karma, acceptance that there are things you cannot change, and knowing what those things are. Oracle message. The serenity prayer sums up the meaning of this card. God, grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, the courage to change the things I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. There are things in life you will never have control over. The conditions brought on by the evolution of the collective, by nature, and by your past experiences may be fated, preordained by spirit for a greater purpose you cannot understand in this lifetime. It may not be in your cards to understand why certain events occurred, but you can accept the mystery and work with those events and your current circumstances have to teach you. This is the wisdom contained in the Serenity Prayer. And then I'm going to read the prosperity message. Your experiences concerning prosperity and abundance are beyond your personal control right now. You are being invited to accept what is, and unreservedly. This could be a temporary situation seemingly thrust upon you by outside forces, but there is an underlying purpose you can't see that has been determined by the fates. It could be a situation you are unprepared for, and you may not understand how it will benefit you in the moment. Do not fight the situation. Ride it out and see where it leads. Surrender to it, and the serenity you need to make good choices from here on out will be given to you. You will indeed flourish. Okay. I am going to just tell you guys why I am crying, because I am going through so much right now. And these cards are talking straight to me. Like every single one. Every single card. And that is wild. But it's okay, because it was meant. I was meant to do this reading. Maybe I'm meant to cry to you guys. Maybe I'm just meant to let it out. Either way, we are all meant to receive and deal with what we're going through. And we're going to all receive it differently, and we're going to all go through it differently. But at the moment, these cards are telling us that we have got to remain positive. We got to learn something new. We got to learn to deal with it. And we just got to work. We got to continue to work and continue to focus. Because there's always something underlining what is going on. And as long as you remain positive and focus on harmony, good things will come out of what you're going through, because we have got to see, and I know this, there is something positive in every negative thing that is happening. Me being unable to find work, it's a positive, because I feel like maybe that's something I'm meant to stray away from. I have a bigger purpose. I have something deeper for me to do. And so working at a restaurant and working at Dollar Tree or working for temp agencies, working in an office may be something that the source and God wants me to refrain from doing. He's telling me I've been there, I've done that. And now it's time for me to step out and do something different. And that may be what you're dealing with. You may be at a job or doing something that you have a purpose that is bigger than what you're doing. And so my message from these cards for me and for you is remain positive. Look at the situation for what it is and know that there's something bigger. You've got to learn a new skill, and it's okay. It is okay, because once you learn that new skill and you start using it in the purpose that you are meant to, everything that you think you need is there for you. Everything that you know you need is there for you. So just be inspired to stay positive. Be inspired to know you are meant for something bigger than what you're doing. Know that you have a purpose, and know that once you start walking in harmony and your purpose, the fates
will guide you. We are unable to control everything, and we have got to realize that once we relinquish control and start to flow, we will be in harmony. And Azrael said, call on him. So I will definitely be writing a prayer to Azrael to just help to continue to give me strength during this time and to help keep me focused and remaining positive. You guys, I want to thank you so much for coming to Lion's Den Tarot. This is definitely a new reading for me. This is the first I've ever got this choked up during a reading, but I know because every single card from the first one to Deep Replenishment to the last one, Faith, it's all speaking directly to me. And I pray that my words touch you. I pray that you can start walking in harmony and start walking in your purpose. You guys, make sure you follow me on Instagram. It is lions_den_tarot. Please hit that button and bell and subscribe to my YouTube channel. And you can also follow me on my inspirational channel, which is Fly With Me 32, or you can check me out on TikTok. I don't really post these on TikTok too much because they're long, but check me out there either way. It's Camille H. Fly. Thank you again, you guys. Thank you for support. If you would like to donate towards this reading, you can donate to my Cash App. It is $Cammy321, and that is CAMMI 321. Thank you again, and get inspired.